Hello, everybody. Welcome to Collegedunia's Thoughts and Education. Today we have Mr. Abhijit Malakar, Head of the Department of Marketing and Strategic Management. Welcome to Collegedunia, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, before I move on to the program-related queries or questions, I would request you to introduce yourself to the viewers.
Okay. I'm Professor Abhijit Malakar. I take care of the marketing and strategic management area of Swami Vivekananda Group of Institute. We have, if you talk about myself, I have a wide industry experience of more than 2 decades. Worked in 21 years in the industry. In the domain like IT, media, telecommunications, digital marketing and entrepreneurship. And post that, it was my second innings while I thought due to my passion in academics, I joined academics purposefully. I started with some of the esteemed institutions in India and then joined Swami Vivekananda Group of Institutes in the Department of Marketing and Strategic Management.
So if I talk about the latest program that your institute and department are offering, what would it be?
We are basically in the age wherein the competition is a keyword. We have to be always on our tips. So that's why we have incorporated all the latest domains that are important and relevant to the industry. It includes the traditional domain like marketing, human resource, finance, operations, and it has also included the new ones, which are business analytics, digital marketing, and we have hospitality management as well. So these are the new 3 streams which has been added to the main 4 streams, which are the core streams which we used to have.
So my next questions would be to you that what are the factors that make this program the best for the students to opt?
The real-time learning. What we are adopting over here is the theoretical, the amalgamation between the theories and in practice. So what is happening in industry and what are the most relevant thing? The students need to be always learning that thing and also be on that practice. So for that we have certain advanced mechanism and modern mechanism of delivering lectures. Our pedagogy is a bit different than the other B schools in the market. We have we are having pedagogies like gaming, interactive sessions, case studies, extempore, and live classes and seminars as well, and some guest lectures which has happened by industry experts. So that is basically an amalgamation. Where we are doing is a convergence, right? So that has helped us to be more competitive than the other B schools in the league.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, what will you say the best practices in this course?
See, the modern industry is going to the digital transformation. So it was before digitization, then it was digitalization, and now it is digital transformation. So complete shift is happening. So it is not only the gadgets that you see today, the course materials, everything is they can use their mobile phone, laptops, or palm tabs or anything. Information is always available, but there is also a dilemma. What is the dilemma? Is the disruption. What is happening is too much of information. They don't understand which one to take, which one is the right or which one is the wrong. So that's why we try to give a clear indication and the directions to the students, which kind of pedagogy they should ideally follow. And there is no shortcut to success. Absolutely. So book is the first primary source of gathering the knowledge, and the secondary source could be all these digital versions. And during the convergence we have a lot of interactive sessions, and we try to amalgamate all the practices, industry best practices, in our teaching pedagogy.
Sir, what are the benefits and career options available after pursuing this course?
There are a lot of career options, but I would like to harp on one point. Like if you talk about management, if you talk about the postgraduate course, master's course, it started with marketing. So business is marketing. And if you talk about entrepreneurship, it comes also from that particular, it's a kind of a byproduct from there, right? So any organization, if you talk about the core functions, marketing is the main core, backbone of all the things that is happening. So if you cannot sell, then nothing matters, right? So uh, there are a lot of options. The people can go for consulting. That's a very big promising area. They can opt for, they can start their own startup. That's a kind of an ecosystem that we have delivered. The recent government is emphasizing on creating an ecosystem of or a culture of developing entrepreneurship in India. And at the same time, they can join any domain which they are comfortable with and they have taken specialization on. We have 7 domains, as you already know. From the 4 core domains, we have also 3 additional domains. So they can work on that and they can develop their skills and they can deliver on the industry based on those domains. Like it could be marketing, it could be digital marketing, it could be social media marketing. So if you talk about the marketing, it can be even digital transformation, it can be data analytics, it can be marketing analytics as well. So in marketing also, if you bifurcate the whole thing, there is another one is strategy, another one is branding, another one is integrated marketing communication, right? So there are a lot of areas which has been diversified. Now we talk about the super specialization right now. It's not only the specialization, they also have to understand the core concepts inside the specialization. So they have to have a deep insights. It's like an iceberg, right? So you can see only 30% of the tip of the iceberg. The 70% is below the iceberg. So that's where we are focusing on, ideally.
So my next questions to you would be that as a professionals or a specialist of marketing department, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
See, you have to make them industry ready. That's the core thing that we are focusing on, right? So, there are students who are not that comfortable always. Some of the students are introvert as well, right? So you have to help them to come out with their questions, right? And you have to help them to be interactive during the sessions that we are going on. So we prefer engaging them in the learning sessions. So we have a flip learning mechanism wherein they sometimes come out with some sessions and we try to counter them with certain questions. So that helps us to explore more ideas because it's a brainstorming one, right?
Yes.
So and the other areas while they are industry ready, we are trying to develop the institute as a finishing school. So while we are talking about the finishing school, it's basically the employability factor. So we are emphasizing on key essay, which is knowledge, skill and abilities. And it's a people management skill that they are trying to develop as well. So that helps us to outperform the competition. You can see all the MNC coming in our campus, we have some of the best placements in the Kolkata region and also in India and abroad. So that has made us difference. They made the big difference. And our USP is we are very, very student friendly. We have an environment which is having a learning culture. We have a very cooperative management. We have a very approachable system wherein you can give your feedback and that is being incorporated in the system and we try to develop it once again. So it's kind of a continuous process wherein we keep on developing ourselves. We have a kind of excellence. We are trying to build a center of excellence over here. Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, my last questions to you would be that what advice you want to give to the students who want to pursue their career in marketing?
See, one very basic thing is learn to listen, listen to learn. So if you want to learn, you have to first listen carefully. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Now, people doesn't have that tendency of listening carefully and then interact, right? So this is one thing. Another is be relevant to the industry always. Industry is changing at a very rapid pace, and they have to be adapted to that kind of change, right? Which is happening. So they have to be flexible at the same time, right? And change is the only constant. So they have to keep on changing. So another thing is while students are going through this whole process, they also have to ensure that they are adapting to the new skills, they are upgrading their skills, they are upskilling and they are cross-skilling. That's very important, because sometimes you can see, like, in analytics, Power BI is something which is the talk of the town. Sometimes it is an Excel. Some company prefers Excel rather than Power BI. Someone is preferring R, someone is preferring Python. If you talk about business analytics, if you talk about marketing, some of the companies are completely focused on digital marketing rather than the traditional way of doing marketing. Someone is doing the IMC, integrated marketing communication. Someone is focusing on branding. So, because the two gamuts that we are basically emphasizing on marketing and sales is, one is, like, you can create a brand awareness. Another one is you can sell. So while we are doing any campaign in digital media, we are either trying to focus on creating a brand awareness and, like, getting the footfalls, and then the second one is the conversion. So it's kind of like a byproduct. If you do the marketing well, sales will be the byproduct.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, it's a great pleasure for us to have you today.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
It's a great interaction. Thank you so much.
Thank you.